Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. Today we discuss ICP, which is Internet Crypto's crypto ticker. None of the content is financial advice. Right now, the price of ICP token is about $3.57. It is still, again, in terms of the longer term moving average, again, this white line over here is the 200-week simple moving average. This yellow line, which intermittently turns purple and back yellow again whenever it's above 200 weeks, about 100-week simple moving average. The color of line is in this purple territory. That's when DCA does not make much amount of sense for ICP. Below the yellow line, below when the line color is yellow over here, that's when again the price is below the 100-week simple moving average. The last rally that ICP has had, it got sold off exactly at the 100-week simple moving average. Did not complete a weekly close above it. Now, if you invert the Fibonacci levels again, to identify if the uh, if the price is gone too far to the upside, again these levels help identify those. The first primary euphoria ceiling for ICP is at around $6.66, which is the 0.786 fib level, drawn from the bottom. Again, the bottom is well defined for ICP whenever the price comes sub $3, slightly less than $3. That's when price has bottomed since 2023. So again, if that bottom were to hold as support in the 2026 bearish phases, that could be a great bottom signal for ICP. If we look at again the Fibonacci levels in the inverted sense, again instead of again 0 being way up here, if we look at from the non-euphoria peak that ICP has had since its launch, it was at around $37. Again, it did not have a great launch season. It did launch in the euphoria phase of 2021, and again the price never recovered from that initial drop. So looking for any short term indicators, again this descending white line over here, ignoring this other simple moving average baseline. This is the 200-week simple moving average line, again drawn over here. But this again this diagonal white line over here has indicated a series of lower highs and lower lows getting sold off at exactly at this white line over here. That again should ideally coincide with the 200-week simple moving average as well. In the short term, again these moving averages, especially the 20 weeks and the 21-week exponential moving averages, at around $4.05 to $4.06. Above that, again the 50-week simple moving average has provided significant amount of resistance. Again, most of the rallies do not close below the above the 50-week simple moving average, that is coming in at around $4.95, roughly speaking. So that's where ICP is. Again, in terms of the positive news related to ICP, it's over the last 24 hours, ICP has rallied about 18.5%. Over the last 7 days as well, the third most rallying crypto, up about 14%. Over the last 30 days, again most of the cryptos were up. Over the last 30 days, ICP not an exception. In the top quartile, up by about 21%. All in all, again, if you look again last 90 days, although the major crypto assets and the wider industry was down, ICP was up by about 17% in this bearish phase for the asset class. Coming to our own analysis of where the price of ICP could be in the next weeks to months. First, we go to the machine learning based price forecast. The bull case over here, established by this yellow line over here, which is the non-euphoria bull case for ICP, between $3.71 to about $5.22. That's the rally to this lower high, potential lower high, again getting extended and extrapolated, let's say mid to late 2026 level, could easily be extrapolated to this $5.30. So that's the non-euphoria case. If there is some sort of a euphoria between now and again middle of April 2026, the price could go as high as about $8.66, which again, if you compare with these levels, again it would be somewhere close to that 0.618 or slightly higher than the 100-week or 200-week simple moving average. But again, from monthly candle levels, again, what we have seen is that unless this support is well tested for several weeks to months, several months together, this is the monthly candle, sorry. So until that happens, and if there isn't a bottoming signal, again, price does not go up materially. So coming to the um, the regression based interpretation of what the fair value of ICP is. Per this model, the pink line, which is at around $8 level, that's the fair value if you were try to cut the price action into two halves in a non-linear fashion. The $7.89 would be considered as a fair value, uh, accounting for different phases of the crypto cycle. So whenever the price comes close to this orange line again, like it did back in March of 2024, that's when the euphoria ceilings, and again back in December 2024 as well, rally to that orange line is usually a topping signal. Those levels for ICP is at around $25. Again, it wouldn't be too dissimilar or too outlandish for ICP in let's say next major bull rally to be at around $20 to $25 level. Again, the timeline to be decided. Again, that's not something that can be predicted. But if let's say there is another 4 year cycle ahead of us, the peak is usually for ICP has been usually uh, again it's just one data point, sorry, two data points, first in 2021 and then again back in 2024-2025 rally, when there is a euphoria phase for the entire asset class. The price of ICP does eventually go in this orange line, which is at around $25 as of now, which is from the current price of about roughly speaking $3.50. It's above 8x of the current price. Coming to the time weighted average price model, again, price has not been able to close any time above the time weighted average price. This blue line has acted as a resistance for major rallies that took place since ICP was launched, so that still acts as a resistance. The DCA model, which is again an interpretation of the same regression model that we just saw at a weekly level, this is again whenever the price is significantly lower than the gray line, that's when this model goes into lower shaded risk, that is less than 0.1 risk, and again accumulating at those levels. Again, there is no single model which can get it right every time, but again at least avoids accumulating ICP when let's say the risk levels have magnified. So again, ignore this area over here. Whenever the risk levels are in this terrain between 0.1 and 0 risk, uh, at least there are some counter trend rallies after that, even if accumulating from this $15 risk level, price risk levels. Again, there were instances in March 2024 where the price did go higher than that. So that's the regression based accumulation model. The simple moving average price based accumulation risk for ICP has gone up as the price is close enough to the 20-week simple moving average. The 20-week simple moving average is at around $4.05, so about 50 cents higher than the current price. It's not as elevated as it was back in November 2025 when the price went close to $9 level. The max permissible ceiling per this model for ICP in the short term is somewhere between $11 and $13. That would be considered a euphoria case for ICP. The bull case is between $8, that's 0.4 risk, and about $10 level, between $8 and $10 level for this model. All in all, if we were to look for any bottoming signals and a peaking signal, first we'll start with the estimated bear market bottom and then again conclude with the bullish. So price is significantly below the time weighted average price. Market cap is $2 billion. Regression risk is low. Time weighted average price risk is still high, as price has never been higher than the time weighted average price. SMA risk at 0.46, weighted risk at around 0.4. So bear market bottom estimation for ICP is it's a tight range between $2.21 and $2.31, roughly speaking between 37% drawdown and 40% drawdown from here. So that's the confluence of all of these individual models. So that's the bear market range in terms of the ICP bottom. In terms of the ICP peak in the next potential bull run, as mentioned previously, the base peak forecasted is $22, which is about 6x of the current price. $25 would be about 7x of the current price. And the moon case, it's still potentially a 10x of the current price. If let's say if there is a uh, euphoria included bull run in, let's say, late 2028, early 2029 for ICP. With that, hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.